Hi, welcome back to Weltech QC, the YouTube channel of Lloyd's Institute of Technologies. My name is Vincent. Today, we are going to discuss about TIG welding of aluminum or aluminium. Welding aluminium itself is a very challenging task, and TIG process is the best available process to weld aluminum, especially thinner sections. Aluminum can be welded using direct current electrode negative, that is straight polarity, DCEP, that is direct current electrode positive, reverse polarity, and alternating current. Alternating current, that is AC, is the most preferred current to weld aluminum. DCEP used for welding very thin sheets, maximum up to 3 mm thickness sheet. Alternating current is preferred by many for TIG welding of aluminum because it provides an efficient balance between penetration and cleaning action. The cleaning action is required because there will be an oxide layer on aluminum base metal, and this need to be removed just before the welding starts. Better to use a stainless steel wire brush, and most of this layer, the oxide layer, can be removed by that, and the remaining will be taken care by the alternating current. Alternating current is the most preferred current to weld aluminum, as just said. And do not forget, you have to choose the right electrode, right tungsten electrode for best results. It is zirconiated tungsten electrode, EWZR. You have to prepare the electrode tip rounded for the AC TIG welding. Okay, you can do it this way or you can do directly this way also, but it is always better to get it rounded. DCEP is generally used for welding very thin sheets, can weld a maximum of 3 mm thick sheets. With DCEP, let us see what happens. With DCEP, 70% heat concentrated at electrode and 30% at work. The penetration is shallow, and the current carrying capacity of the electrode is very poor. So you will have to use a larger electrodes if you are using a DCEP, and the oxide layer cleaning is available with DCEP. Let us see what happens with DCEN, that is straight polarity. Here, on the contrary, 70% heat concentrated at work, whereas with DCEP, 70% of the heat was concentrated at electrode. Okay, here it is vice versa. It is 70% heat concentrated at work and 30% at electrode. You get a deep, narrow penetration, excellent current carrying capacity of the electrodes. DCEN is for relatively thick sections with mechanized torch travel and controls. Generally used for mechanized TIG welding, and rarely used for manual TIG aluminum welding. These are the parameters you can follow. Okay, the thickness of the metal, the joint type, this tungsten size to be used, the filler rod size, the cup size, that is the nozzle size, argon gas flow, and the current range and travel speed. Chart, one more chart, which is given in much better detail. This chart explains you even the welding positions and joint type. So better to have a look at it and make the settings accordingly. That is very important. So let us discuss about the welding techniques to be used while welding aluminium using TIG welding process. Always try to keep a shorter arc, okay, the distance from here, as well as ensure that the electrode stick out is maintained at 2 times or a maximum of 3 times of the electrode diameter. That that is a point to be noted. Keep the electrode stick out up to 2 to 3 times of the electrode diameter, as just said. And let us see how the bed initiation is done. Okay, the torch is moved in a small circle to establish a weld pool. Okay, touch start is not recommended because it could damage your tungsten electrode. So use a high frequency arc instead, so that you don't have to touch the electrode. Just before touching, the arc established there if you are using a high frequency arc. Okay, then what you are supposed to do is how you have to hold the torch as well as the filler metal is explained here now. Okay, the torch is tilted back, tilted back about 75-degree angles and moved back slightly while sufficient filler metal is dipped into the pool. Ensure the filler metal is fed into the pool. Then the filler rod is pulled back and the torch moved in the direction of travel to melt the added filler metal and advance the pool repeatedly. Okay, this is the angles of filler rod as well as torch. That from here around 15 to 20 degrees. That means from here it will be approximately 70 to 75 degrees. The torch is tilted, and similarly the filler rod you have to keep at an angle of about 15 to 20 degree. This degree is 15 to 20 degrees, so that here this angle forms a 90-degree angle. Okay, and you proceed accordingly. Similarly, completing the weld is also very important. The manner in which the arc is broken at the end of a weld is very important. The best method for eliminating craters is to finish welding with a decreasing current. This technique, frequently called decaying arc, and is usually done by means of a hand actuated control switch. So with the available latest machines, this function is inbuilt and it is easily available, easily adjustable. So ensure to do that. And obviously you need to select the right filler metal. The filler metal specification has been given earlier. You can refer those. So you have to select the right filler metal to match the base metal. And as necessary, you ensure to adjust the balance control, that is the cleaning action as well as the penetration. You can start with 50, 50, 30, 70 or according to the requirement of the base metal. And travel speed should not be very fast while you welding the aluminium. That please be noted. And it's always recommended to use a stringer beads instead of weaving beads. Okay, so that's all for the time being, friends. I'll be back with another video at the earliest. Until then, goodbye. Thanks for watching. See you in the next. Goodbye again.